The
How
Olivia
many is-
Rodrigo album.
Oh, did you listen to it?
I did. I
You
was
did?
listening to it on the way here. I really like the album.
Really, I haven't listened to it. I've heard 3 of the songs.
Mm-hmm.
Vampire, well, the first 2 that she put out, and I think it's All American.
All American Bitch.
Yeah, I heard that one.
Okay.
Is that the one that she screams in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people talking about that online. How do you feel about that song, first of all?
I like it. I think that I'd say that's right now. It's probably like one of my top 3.
Right.
Now, mind you, I've only listened to the album like twice. So right now I'm like, okay, I fuck with it.
I should have listened to it. I didn't do my homework. I'm sorry.
Listen to it after. It's I really enjoyed it. I feel so old listening to Olivia Rodrigo.
I saw people saying that.
Yeah, that's why I wore my mom of 10 shirt, because that's how I feel listening to her music. But I don't know, I don't care, because I'm just like, it's a bop. I also am just like, there was one song on there that I did feel, it's just like a turning of age type of like, okay, like a new decade type of thing, because she's like going from 19 to 20, and I'm kind of like feeling that now because I'm 29.
Yeah, it is relatable if you think about it.
But what were your thoughts about that song?
So I saw a lot of people like clowning her for the scream, because apparently it was a clean scream, and people were like, I guess people wanted her to like scream in a more like emotional way, but it was just like a cute scream.
Yeah,
I like the scream.
I like it too. I think that yes, she's kind of like a punk presenting girly a little bit, but I think she still kind of has that essence of like girlhood and like being a teenage girl, and not every teenage girl, like I know she's like 20 now, but like it's just, this album's kind of still for like a younger girl or younger people in general, so it's just like that's how a teenage girl would scream. And it's just it is cute, and it's like, I think that punk pop type of music can still be cute. I think that people are just very critical of her, like overly critical.
I feel like lately people have just been like coming down on her.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's kind of like history repeating itself with like the whole Taylor Swift thing.
Yeah,
it's just like, you know, everyone was just tearing up Taylor Swift at any chance they could get, and it just kind of feels like that.
You know how in the last episode we said that her song,
I have
the
I'm
Miley
gonna
Cyrus?
get into it. I'm gonna get into it.
Okay, we should get into that, because what is going on?
I think that it's like a little annoying because I hear samples, and just like when a man makes a song, I can recognize like the sample where it came from, and it's just like no one says anything. It's just like this girl, like she's making good music, and it's just like, you know, no one, every little song she makes, it like all the writing she does, like the work that she puts into it, it's literally for nothing, because someone's gonna discredit her.
Yeah.
And men do not get discredited as nearly as much as women do, and it's so annoying. Like people are going through each song and just trying to, I don't know, going on like Shazam and trying to see what it sounds like, and it's like, can't you guys just enjoy music?
Yeah, for what it is.
Yeah. And like I said before, while you don't want to plagiarize, art is all about taking little bits of things that inspire you and making something else with it, and she did do that.
Yeah. And I feel like she's not a teenager, but like she is young, and I feel like that's the music that she grew up with. And I feel like if I was in her shoes, like, you know, I love music, and I think I would take a little inspiration from the people that I love, just because you love them so much that like you can't help it. So it's kind of sad that people are like putting her down for it. She's a stan,
right?
To be honest, I don't think it sounds that much like, what's the song?
Oh, Start All Over.
Yeah.
It sounds like, I'll admit, it does sound like it at first. I didn't even realize that until people were bringing it up, and I was just like, it only sounds similar for like a brief part of the song. The song is completely different from the other one. Like, I would understand if like the whole like 3-4 minutes of the song was a complete rip, but it's just like, if only a small bit of a song is taken, it sounds a little bit similar. Like, what are we doing? Like, I want the same energy whenever somebody has a sample of a song, or like uses the similar melody. Like, why are we not? Why is it just like, you know, it just seems like really shitty. Like, I would hate to like put out a piece of work after working so hard on it, and then like just people dissect every little thing. It just like it just like diminishes somebody's work.
So sad.
So like as an artist, I'm just like, it sucks.
And they're both pop rock songs, and I feel like there are so many chords that you can play with, and I feel like with pop rock, I'm gonna be, a lot of it sounds alike, because it's just like the chords and just like the way of what pop rock sounds like. A lot of it is gonna sound the same, especially if you're trying to do something like nostalgic, you know.
Yeah,
it's gonna sound a little bit similar. Like, let's give her some room to work with here.
I think that's like really important to also think about as well, is just a good part of her music, at least in my opinion, is just like the nostalgic aspect of it. So of course it's gonna sound a little bit similar, like, because that's the sound that's you're going for.
The concept she's going for.
So I just
let the girl live. You know, she's making good music and she's doing what she wants to do. She's
really
not
do
hurting
like
anybody.
music.
I'm sure Miley Cyrus is at home, literally not giving a crap.
I really liked the album. I'm gonna keep listening.
I haven't listened. I know I'm fake. I
wish you did, because I would have loved to know what your favorite songs were.
I suck.
But I'll say mine.
Vampire so far is my favorite. What? Basic?
The fucking single?
No, okay, listen, like I said,
nah, it's
just
okay.
So
you
good.
didn't listen.
Like I've been listening
like
to it every day, and my phone loves to do this thing where it plays music randomly, and it's always Vampire, and I love it. It's one of those songs, you know, when you have a favorite song and you like low-key do covers of it in your room. Do you know what I'm talking about? Everybody does this. It's not just me. But you know, you put your phone on and you're like, Vampire. Like, you start doing all that.
Yeah.
Is one of those songs. The Billie Eilish one, that was one for me too. Like, if you look at my phone, it's just a bunch of me singing. Like, whatever, leave me alone.
Okay. I would say that my top 3 is Teenage Dream, Get Him Back, and All American Bitch.
Also, love that she loves purple.
Yes, Purple Girl.
It's a lot of songs.
I think that's why I'll defend her too. I gotta stand up for the Purple Girlies.
Yeah.
Wait,
we both did it. We're like...
Speaking of artists and potential artists, let's talk about Dream Academy.
Ooh, let's get into this.
Like that transition?
Yes, love that. So you watched them?
Yeah, I watched it.
Cool.
Last night. I was like, oh my god, it's up. So I saw that you put that in there, and I was like, oh shit.
I know.
So I watched it, and I was like, so excited.
I didn't know if to watch them because I was like, maybe we'll watch them on the podcast, but I just watched them. I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, I think that it's probably best to just watch them and like have our like.
I wrote my opinions on my phone.
So I was a little confused at first because I didn't. So there's 4 teams in total.
Yes.
So 2 teams. So I don't like how they did like 2 team A's and 2 team B's, because that made it like a little confusing at first, and then I was like, oh wait, the girls' names are different. They're different girls.
Right. Also, can I just say before we get into our opinions, I kind of hate the fact that it's videos and not like an actual like show. You know what I'm talking about? Because I thought it was gonna be like a reality show, because that's how usually they do them in K-pop. It's like a whole show where they show like behind the scenes, like them actually practicing, like, and there's like drama and stuff. So I thought it was gonna be a show. It's literally just video clips.
Okay.
And then you vote.
Yeah. I didn't vote though. When do you vote?
I saw that you can vote by like liking their fan cams on the YouTube channel.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all very kind of like weird to me, I'm gonna be honest. I wanted it to be like a show.
Yeah, I think I would have liked that show formula.
Yeah, I guess because they are like a Western group, it's just different, you know, and it's easier for everybody to see. I don't know what the excuse is, but you can vote on the Weverse app, I think.
Oh,
it's
I
like
download an app.
Sorry. It's like a whole app. But you can like their fan cams, I think. That's what I did. Okay, let's get into our opiniones. Let's start out with the dance teams.
Okay.
OMG team, how did you feel?
Between the dance ones, it was kind of harder for me to like choose like which one I liked better than the singing one. The singing one,
it was clear.
I had a and we'll get into that. And you know, I just want to say before I get into like my opinion, I think everybody was really talented. I feel like sometimes it's hard to, I don't know, judge these people based off of like the dancing, because they were 2 different, like totally different types of choreo.
Yeah.
So for the OMG performance, I liked that one more because they just like the way they moved was like a lot more just fluid.
Okay.
the Pink Venom dance just seemed very like jerky, like they like, and that's just a personal preference. I don't like when people like really like throw themselves when they like do dances.
It was more intense.
Yeah,
and they,
like I get like the intensity in dancing, but sometimes when it feels like you're like kind of like jerking too much, it just like takes me out of it. So that's just like a personal thing for me. So that like threw me off on the Pink Venom performance. But I do think, however, that Team A was the OMG, right? I'll just say OMG.
Yeah.
So I do think that no, Team A was Pink Venom, I think. Well, anyways,
yeah, I'm not sure. I just called them
I do think
names.
that the Pink Venom dance was harder. I will say that, and I will give that to them. That's a harder dance because it's full body.
Yeah, but OMG has that footwork, and it's like known for the footwork. Like one of the heading, I think that's her name. It's like a known thing that if you cover that, you have to be like to par with hitting. So, and apparently Emily, I think that's her name, the short blonde girl that was like popping off the whole video. She was insane. People were like, she did good. Like she did amazing.
For OMG? Yeah. I feel like, okay, so I only saw the video once, but I felt like the OMG performance, like it was more like upper. Yeah. Like I feel like I was paying more attention to like what they were doing in their upper body, whereas Pink Venom, like I kind of had to pay attention to just like how they were moving as a whole. So that's why I was like, okay, it seems like that dance is a little bit more challenging because you really like, it's a really like dynamic way of dancing, whereas OMG, like they're just doing a lot up here. Yeah. And I just felt like it worked a little bit more, but I did like the OMG performance more just because I like, they just felt like more, I don't know how to explain it.
Unison?
Yeah, they just seemed a little bit more in unison, and like they were all kind of like moving very like fluid.
Like water.
Yeah, it felt more like water.
True. I did see those opinions that people were feeling like Pink Venom were more like stand out like people.
Yeah. Like Megan? Yes. They felt more like standout people. I felt like at any given time I was just like watching one person dance, and that's not the point of this. You want to watch them as a group.
That's cool that you say that, because there was a video where the dance coaches of Hybe or like something like that, the main head people, they were like talking about how they felt about the missions, and the girl did say that she felt like OMG was more like a group. I could see that.
That being said, they all did a really great job on their performances. I can't move like that. Yeah. So
do you have a favorite person that you thought popped off with each
Not yet.
mission? I do, especially with Pink Venom. Megan, the one that was mostly the tall black hair.
Okay. Yeah. I'm down to watch it again.
Now? We can watch it if you want.
Yeah. We could. Okay. Should we watch it?
Sure. I think I love her.
Yeah.
I think that's Emily.
Those two, I think that they were like the standout for me.
See the footwork?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what people are talking about.
I would say, at least in this one, Marquise and Emily stood out for me. But I also liked, what was it, Markrella? Oh, wait, that was not it.
Wait, let's go back.
I'm so bad with names. But yeah, I would say that Emily and Marquis stood out in that one.
Yeah. Loved her. Daniela? The facial expressions. I loved her too. Daddy's like Rambo. I really liked her too. I think she's Latina. I'm rooting for all the Latinas.
Yeah, like I focus more on her out of everybody.
Yeah. She got a lot of center time though.
Yeah.
Which I'm like,
Megan.
Adela Hinari.
Yeah, I'm excited to see like how like more performances and stuff to just see everybody's potential.
I kind of wish they would have done like solos for the first one, because I feel like when you do a group dance, somebody's always gonna get the center time,
right?
So it's kind of like
when you put someone in the center, you're automatically like setting them up to
be in the
just
forefront.
Be that girl.
Yeah.
So,
and I feel like Megan got a lot of center time, though I do think she was
insane. Just first impression, she does seem like the strongest.
Yeah, something about the vibe. I feel like she fits Blackpink a lot.
Also, I love a girl that smiles when she dances.
Yeah, she looks like she's having fun. So I do think I like Pink Venom more than OMG.
Okay,
but it's so hard to say because they're both so good. Maybe it's just because I'm a Blink, so it just comes out of me. But I liked Pink Venom more, anyways. Sophia, Laura, okay. Obsessed with this. Okay.
Also, their outfits in this one.
8. Love her voice. Latina
I
queen.
really like her voice too.
Yeah.
And hers, the tone.
She eats. Isn't it so good?
Angelic.
Literally.
Oh my god.
Such a good song too.
Yeah, they did a really good job with this song.
Yeah.
In general. Like, wow.
I love her tone.
Mm-hmm.
I love that part.
Mm-hmm. Bravo.
It's going viral on TikTok for good reasons because it's so good.
That one, like, as soon as I heard like the first couple notes, I was like, oh my god, like goosebumps. It was so good.
Yeah, I think they
ate down.
I wouldn't be mad if that was the group that came out. I love Sophia too.
Yeah,
I think she's.
I mean, I really do like all of. Yeah, Laura and Celeste, I think, were my faves.
Have you seen her pictures from her Instagram?
No.
Her pictures from her Instagram like resurfaced, and she's. I gotta show you because she's insane. I don't want to take too much time looking for them.
Okay.
But just know she's a baddie. She's a baddie with her baddie friends.
All right, next one.
Yeah. A lot of people love her.
Yeah.
Manon. I love her, Lexi.
You call me again, drunk in your bed, 'cause you only listen to your fucking friends.
Love that they're cursing.
'Cause I never treat me this shitty. You made me hate this city. I'm right over here. Why can't you see me? Never told anyone anything bad. I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. That shit's embarrassing. I'm right over here.
That shit's embarrassing.
I feel like that came out of nowhere. I'm sorry, okay?
I'm giving it my all, but I'm not the girl you're taking home.
Oh, I like that part though.
Okay. Right. So now we can talk about our
Okay.
opinions because.
I have some.
Okay, cool. Well, we talked about the dance one.
Oh my god, my smile was just loud as hell.
We talked about the dance one, so we don't have to go into that one. When it comes to the dancing on my own, happier than whatever, I feel like whoever came up with the arrangement kind of set them up. I'm gonna be honest. I think they were set up. Manon.
It does feel big setup.
Manon is a lot of people love her. She got 2 lines, and I didn't like them that much. Yeah, I didn't like it.
Okay.
That's just my take. I didn't like it. I think Still Into You. It could be because Still Into You is just so good that like.
Yeah, I love that
dancing-
song in general.
Yeah.
Which I thought it was so weird that they did a mashup for them and not for the other. Like, that's. I think that if you're gonna do a mashup for one, do it for the other because that makes it fair. And also,
True.
the mashup was weird.
Yeah.
Like, that shit's embarrassing. Just
It's just
fucking leave
so
me
many
alone.
goofy
That was
parts.
weird. It was goofy, and it like threw me
It
off.
made me
from
laugh.
It distracted me from the performance, which
Yeah.
is like not what you want to do. It does feel like a setup.
It was just so random, and like with a lyric like that, you just have to be strategic with the way you say
Yeah.
it. Like Billy says it in a really like good kind of way. It doesn't sound corny or like goofy
Yeah.
or like funny. But just it was just the way that
It
they
was
said
funny.
it. I was like, come on now,
Do you have anything
TBH.
else to,
But I will say, I had some opinions on each girlie.
Okay.
First of all, for Manon, I said she didn't get a lot of lines, which is true. She didn't get a lot of lines. Lexi, I really liked Lexi's voice. The black hair pale girl.
Okay.
I can say she's pale. I'm pale.
Saying someone's pale offensive?
I don't know. I feel like everybody gets offended over everything nowadays. So
Mm.
I'm just going to put that out there.
Okay.
She didn't get a lot and she wasn't in the forefront a lot, but I really liked her voice.
Okay.
So for me, the 3 people I liked was Lexi, Carly, and Elia. Elia was the one that,
I
that
think
did
that
the
was her
run.
name. Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
little run at the end. What's your opinion on that?
So I'm gonna just kind of like read it verbatim. So
Excuse me.
I listened / watched Dancing on My Own X Happier Than Ever, and I didn't love it. I thought the pairing of girls didn't complement their voices, and the song choice didn't really match their tone.
Yeah.
And I feel bad saying this, but I did check the timeline bar to see when the song was gonna be over.
Damn.
Yeah. And I did that unintentionally. You know what I mean? I'm like, God, this kind of sucks. And that's not to say that the girls are bad singers. I just feel like they were set up for failure, and that's not fair because it's not their, it wasn't their singing. It's not a measure of their talent. It's just the song choice was weird, and it was just like too slow. It was just
Everything
like
was
such a weird vibe.
Even from the room, the darkness of the room, everything was very dark, and like the setup was weird.
Yeah, it did feel like they had a clear bias of like who they wanted to win that, and I just and that was the first one I watched, and I was just like, yeah, I did check the timeline bar to see when it was gonna be over, and I feel like, you know, you shouldn't want to do that.
Yeah,
I feel bad saying that they suck because they didn't suck. It's just they weren't. They were the arrangement sucked. Like this competition's for like a star power group. Like I shouldn't be doing that. Like checking the timeline.
True.
Thing. But like the pairing of the girls just didn't feel natural. Like for their like voices and stuff.
True. Everybody had like a different type of tone.
It's not their fault, but it's just like that's kind of how it felt.
Yeah.
But now for like Team B, I feel like that was just so brutal. But Team B like gave me literal goosebumps when they started singing.
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
What's
They gave me
goosebump?
goosebumps. Shut the hell up.
I was like, is that a thing? Like, what people are saying? Goosebumps?
Goosebumps. They gave me goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
When they started singing, they felt more like a group, and their voices and the tones were like paired really nicely together, and it worked with the song. Both teams are super talented, but Team A just sounded a lot more polished. Yeah. Or I mean, Team B sounded a lot more polished. Yeah. Whereas, and like, don't come for me for saying this. Team A, the Dancing on My Own, whatever. It's so hard to like keep up with it.
Yeah, because it's like 5 songs.
But that one just gave karaoke.
I could see that.
And the Still Into You felt like an actual like cover.
Yes.
Whereas the other one just felt like karaoke and people just trying to sing a song that does not match their voice.
I did see, you know how I said the like the dance coach and like the vocal coaches all like came together to talk about it. They were talking about Manon, and apparently she missed a lot of the what's it called? Rehearsals. She missed a lot of rehearsals. They didn't say why, which is kind of weird and a little bit of a setup. It's just a little bit weird that they said it like that. But yeah, I think
I wouldn't have even shared that. That seems like such a weird thing to share.
I know,
because
right?
you're like, it's almost like you're kind of setting them up to like have this like, oh well, if you're not even showing up for rehearsals, you must not want this.
Yeah, I just thought it was weird that she would bring that up, because I'm sure every girl has like their own thing that they're going through, right? And to not give a reason for why she's missing rehearsals, because it could be a health thing, it could be anything, you know. There's valid reasons why you would have to like not be in rehearsal.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. I want to wait, so that do they get voted out?
Yes,
like each week?
I think 2 people are gonna get voted out.
Oh, it's not by group.
No.
Okay.
No, it's just like whoever's at the
bottom.
bottom.
So who do you think's gonna? Okay, so I guess that leads me to the next question. Who do you think's gonna be at the bottom? I think these 2. So, what's her? I think she's for sure gonna be in the bottom. Yeah. Because I don't know.
Say it. Fuck it.
So
it's an honest opinion, and we all have our own opinions, and as long as we're not saying anything hurtful.
So I get the need to like really feel like you have to like stand out and like really like push your like voice and go there, but like when she is like pushing her voice, it just kind of, it sounds strained. It was just like, I feel like a lot of my feelings of like the karaoke aspect of this performance were when those 2 were singing. So yeah, I think they're gonna be in the bottom.
Yeah, we'll see next week. Maybe we'll vote. I don't know. I don't feel like downloading the whole Weverse app to vote.
Yeah,
to be honest with you,
that's kind of how I'm feeling.
But we'll keep in touch. In touch, is that how you say that? We'll keep looking into things.
Whatever the word is, we'll be watching.
Yeah, we'll be tuned in.
Tuned in.
We'll let you know what we think.
Well, yes.
Well, yes.